I'm Jeremy, and I want to do a quick review of a podcast episode that I ran across, and I thought it might help you if you're pursuing a product or service review venture, so stick around. The episode is about Wirecutter, which was created by Brian Lamb and subsequently sold to the New York Times in 2016, where they still produce product reviews. I really liked how Guy Raz conducted the interview because it ventured into some similar areas that I'm working towards myself. I compare Brian's path to my own, having worked in a professional career and just up and resigned to chase the dream of creating a business because of a passion for something simple that provides value to others. Like Brian, I see all the shiny objects around me and I want to learn more. I have such a passion for technology, but I also want to live a more connected and real life. Similar to Brian's approach to telling stories and melding together the business case value to the use of products, I'm working to find a way to bridge together a mindful use of modern technology to how we create content and educate others to creating an experience for an audience. While I've been exploring how to make a business for this passion, I feel like I could probably follow similar approaches by creating a shorter, simple to follow, tips and tricks method that will also tie together a larger call to action to building a community that follows a niche of using tech to create digital media and messaging. Unlike Brian's experience in developing Wirecutter, many people today flock to YouTube or other podcasts for the latest reviews. There are tons of them out there. I want to do more than just technical reviews. I feel that to stand out in today's market, you have to be either the first, you have to be different, or you have to be better than the next person in a similar niche. While there are many tech as well as creative writing and presentation or learning-based channels or in blogs out there, there are not as many that integrate how technology is used into digital communication with the perspective of the user experience and how they learn kept in mind. I want to shape the strategy and direction of my business to promote process-based technology for the subject matter experts or educators that are out there that are overwhelmed with all the tools that exist to create their own media content. I plan to do this by creating a virtual community around creating that content. You might say, but Jeremy, there's so many people doing that already. Because I don't feel that I could be the best or the first at it. I feel that I can do it differently by not only sharing the helpful process to people, but also to include concepts that consider the user experience that their audience will have when they interact with the content that they're creating. In short, I feel that it's more than just a process, but an integration that blends the art of presentation with the digital audience experience. This applies to any sort of digital content that'd be created. Now, I don't believe it was a failure because obviously Brian was able to sell his company for a substantial sum of money, but I feel that the lesson I need to learn is to take a more serious approach to the business case to have a plan for income. While Brian did this without a plan, I'm not able to do that, and I feel that balancing risk with potential based upon the demand, need, and having a scalable model that will bring income from several streams while also bringing in real intrinsic value to people in terms of community is essential. And I think Brian locked in on that. I think it's unheard of today to establish a media company without a plan for marketing or income. Community and building tribes are on the rise. Brian got pretty lucky. While my product is different than Brian's in the creation of Wirecutter, I agree with the part of the interview where he discusses the way that you can create an impactful use of a boring name in regards to brand name. To take it a step further though, I also feel that the real value in the growth of Wirecutter came as a result of onboarding a team to create the reviews. I know that to create success in my own venture, I'll need to also get serious about narrowing down the specific offerings that I can bring aboard for the team that will each specialize in their own niche to support the overall mission. One part about this interview that stood out to me the most was when Brian discussed how shallow the reviews are today compared to what Wirecutter was going for. He discussed what he would do differently by focusing more on value, which I interpret as audience experience rather than just the product. To close things out, I feel there's value in finding a new style to create and educate. Not every style speaks to everyone, and perhaps AI will help us craft better messages in the future, but that's a topic for another day. Thanks for watching. I'll include the link to the original podcast in the show notes.